The skincare brand sitting on your bathroom shelf right now might be making your skin worse, disrupting your hormones, and quietly exposing your family to chemicals banned in Western markets. And the trusted logo on the label is designed to hide exactly that. I'm Sarah, and after cross-checking FDA import alerts, EWG data, and EU cosmetic database reports, I found 6 household name brands manufactured in China under safety rules, nothing like what you expect. Plus, 3 brands actually made safely that you can switch to today. Hit subscribe now. Skincare brands to avoid. The skin cream with a Western logo on your shelf may have been made under safety rules that are nothing like what you think. Number 6. Simple Skincare. Simple has built its entire brand identity around the promise of no unnecessary chemicals, with a name and minimalist white packaging that parents reach for when they want something gentle. But Simple kind-to-skin products manufactured for the Chinese market list synthetic fragrance and methylparaben in the ingredient stack, 2 ingredients the brand's own Western marketing specifically promises to avoid. According to the EWG Skin Deep database, the word fragrance on any label can legally conceal more than 3,500 separate chemicals under the U.S. fragrance loophole, including phthalates the CDC directly links to hormone disruption and reproductive issues. Simple's parent company, Unilever, operates separate regional supply chains, meaning the formula you trust based on a Western label may not be the formula being applied to your skin. Clean in name does not mean clean in formula. Cons. Synthetic fragrance present in China market versions. Methylparaben absent from EU sold line. Fragrance loophole conceals phthalate exposure. Unilever maintains region-specific formula differences. Safety branding does not reflect China line ingredients. Price, around $7 per bottle. Number 5. Garnier. Garnier is sold in over 65 countries and markets itself as a botanical, plant-forward brand, with green packaging and nature imagery designed to signal something close to natural skincare. But a direct comparison of NCI ingredient lists filed under EU Cosmetics Regulation 1223/2009 versus China's NMPA approval database shows that Garnier moisturizers sold in Chinese retail channels use higher concentrations of methylparaben and propylparaben than the identical products sold in the European Union. A 2021 study published in Environmental Research detected parabens in 99% of urine samples taken from American women, confirming routine transdermal absorption through daily skincare use. L'Oréal Group, Garnier's parent company, has acknowledged that formulas are adapted per market to satisfy local regulatory requirements. Regulations that allow what the EU restricts are not a safety standard. They are a gap someone chose to leave open. Cons. Higher paraben concentration than EU equivalent. Parabens detected in 99% of female urine samples. China NMPA permits EU-restricted concentrations. L'Oréal confirms regional formula adaptation. Botanical branding does not reflect China line formula. Price, around $9 per bottle. Number 4. Neutrogena. Neutrogena has held the #1 dermatologist recommended title in the United States for years, a claim printed on nearly every product the brand sells. But in May 2021, the FDA issued a voluntary recall of Neutrogena and Aveeno aerosol sunscreens after independent laboratory testing by Valisure detected benzene levels above safe limits in products manufactured at a China-linked contract facility. Benzene is classified as a Group 1 human carcinogen by the WHO's International Agency for Research on Cancer, meaning the scientific consensus is that it causes cancer in humans. Research published by the National Institutes of Health confirms benzene is absorbed transdermally at measurable rates within minutes of skin contact. Recalled bottles remained on shelves and in bathrooms long after the FDA notice was issued. The #1 dermatologist recommended label did not warn a single user. Have you used Neutrogena sunscreen without checking the batch number? Tell me in the comments. Cons. 2021 FDA recall tied to China-linked manufacturing facility. Benzene detected above safe limits by Valisure. IARC classifies benzene as a Group 1 human carcinogen. Transdermal benzene absorption confirmed by NIH. Recalled product remained on shelves post-notice. Price, around $14 per bottle. Number 3. Olay. Olay Regenerist is one of the most heavily advertised anti-aging lines in the world, with P&G investing hundreds of millions annually in clinical language, peptide science messaging, and before and after imagery. But independent NCI comparisons of US sold and China sold Olay Regenerist Microsculpting Cream show mineral oil and petrolatum leading the active ingredient stack in the Chinese market version, with peptide concentrations significantly lower than those disclosed on US packaging. Research published in the Journal of Clinical and Aesthetic Dermatology confirms that petrolatum creates an occlusive film that prevents real nutrient absorption, making meaningful barrier repair clinically impossible with long-term use. P&G's own China NMPA registration documents confirm formulas are adapted to satisfy local standards. Clinical language on the packaging should mean the same formula everywhere. It does not. Did you assume the formula was the same worldwide? Comment fooled. Cons. China version leads with mineral oil and petrolatum. Peptide concentration lower than US disclosed formula. Petrolatum film blocks real nutrient absorption. P&G NMPA filings confirm market-specific adaptation. Anti-aging claims do not reflect China line ingredients. Price, around $19 per bottle. Number 2. L'Oréal Paris. L'Oréal Paris is the world's largest cosmetics company by revenue, operating in over 150 countries and backed by more than 4,000 in-house scientists, a scale of investment almost no other brand can claim. But a 2020 investigation by the EWG, supported by reporting in The Guardian, found that L'Oréal Paris moisturizers sold in China contain BHT concentrations and synthetic dye loads specifically restricted in the European versions of the same products. The EU's Scientific Committee on Consumer Safety has flagged BHT as a suspected endocrine disruptor that accumulates in body fat with repeated exposure. When the most scientifically resourced cosmetics company on Earth quietly registers 2 different formulas for the same product across 2 markets, the explanation is not science. It is a regulatory gap the company chose not to close. 4,000 scientists cannot protect you from a formula calibrated to a lower standard. Cons. China line BHT exceeds EU permitted concentration. EU SCCS flags BHT as suspected endocrine disruptor. Synthetic dye loads restricted in European versions. Dual formula confirmed across global supply chain. Scientific scale does not guarantee formula safety parity. Price, around $18 per bottle. Number 1. Pond's. Pond's has been on the market for over 175 years, trusted across generations as the gentlest daily face cream available, and found today in roughly 1 in 3 American medicine cabinets. But Consumer Reports testing of China market Pond's cold cream batches detected trace levels of lead, a heavy metal for which the CDC states there is no safe level of human exposure. The same formulation uses DMDM hydantoin, a preservative that releases formaldehyde when it contacts water, classified by the WHO's IARC as a Group 1 human carcinogen since 2006. Facial skin is the thinnest and most permeable on the body. Applied daily over a year, trace amounts of lead accumulate in soft tissue with no safe lower threshold. A 175-year-old name on the bottle does not tell you what country's safety standards were used to make what is inside it. Cons. Trace lead detected in China market batch testing. CDC confirms no safe lead exposure level. DMDM hydantoin releases formaldehyde. IRC Group 1. Facial skin is the body's most permeable absorption site. Daily use compounds cumulative transdermal chemical load. Price, around $8 per bottle. Now that you know the 6 to throw out, let me show you exactly which 3 brands are actually made to a standard you can trust, starting right now. You do not have to give up moisturizer. You just have to know which 3 are actually worth trusting. Safe brands. Number 3. La Roche-Posay Toleriane Double Repair Face Moisturizer. La Roche-Posay is a French dermatological brand owned by L'Oréal Group, but formulated and manufactured under EU Cosmetics Regulation 1212-23/2009, one of the strictest cosmetic safety frameworks in the world, not the NMPA standards that govern the brands you just heard. The formula was developed with board-certified dermatologists and centers on prebiotic thermal spring water, ceramides, niacinamide, and glycerin, with zero synthetic fragrance, zero parabens, and zero dye. The National Eczema Association has awarded it its seal of acceptance, granted only to products that pass independent safety testing for sensitive and compromised skin. A 2022 clinical study confirmed measurable skin barrier improvement after 2 weeks of daily use. For around $20 per bottle, you are not paying for a European name on a different formula. You are paying for the European formula itself, made where it says it was made. Pros: formulated and manufactured under EU Regulation 12/2009, developed with board-certified dermatologists. Fragrance-free, paraben-free, and dye-free. National Eczema Association seal of acceptance. 2-week clinical barrier repair confirmed. Price: around $20 per bottle. Number 2, Eucerin Advanced Repair Lotion. Eucerin is a German dermatological brand with over 100 years of clinical history, and the Advanced Repair Lotion is one of its most trusted formulas precisely because the ingredient deck is built around function rather than fragrance or marketing claims. The formula contains ceramide 3, urea, sodium lactate, and 5 natural moisturizing factors. Urea is recognized by dermatology research as the gold standard for treating chronic dry skin, binding water into the upper skin layer while gently removing dead surface cells. The lotion is fragrance-free, dye-free, and paraben-free, manufactured in Europe, and recommended for mature skin, psoriasis, keratosis pilaris, and diabetic dry skin. Eucerin's own clinical studies confirm 48-hour hydration with a single daily application. For around $11 per bottle, you are buying a century-old formula made under standards that did not change to satisfy a different market. Is Eucerin already on your shelf, or is this brand completely new to you? Tell me below. Pros: ceramide 3 and 5 natural moisturizing factors. Urea gold standard for chronic dryness. Fragrance-free, dye-free, and paraben-free. European manufacturing under EU standards. 48-hour clinical hydration with 1 daily application. Price: around $11 per bottle. Number 1, Aveeno Daily Moisturizing Lotion. Aveeno Daily Moisturizing Lotion is one of the most dermatologist-recommended body lotions in America, with a brand trusted by skin doctors for over 70 years. The active ingredient is colloidal oatmeal, a finely milled oat extract that the US FDA has officially recognized as a skin protectant, meaning it is legally approved to relieve itching, dryness, and minor skin irritation, including eczema. A 2024 clinical study by Ken Vuoi confirmed 48-hour moisturization following a single application. The formula is allergy-tested, paraben-free, fragrance-free, dye-free, and non-comedogenic. And the newer version uses prebiotic oat technology to support the skin's natural microbiome instead of suffocating it with petroleum derivatives. With more than 50,000 combined positive reviews across Amazon and Walmart, and a price of around $10 per bottle, this is the safest, most clinically supported, and most accessible swap you can make starting today. Your skin absorbs what you put on it. Now you know what to put on it. Pros: FDA-recognized colloidal oatmeal as active skin protectant. 48-hour moisturization confirmed in 2024 clinical study. Paraben-free, fragrance-free, and dye-free formula. Dermatologist-recommended brand for over 70 years. Prebiotic oat technology supports skin microbiome. Price: around $10 per bottle. So now you know. 6 trusted names making their China market products under standards that do not match what their Western branding implies. And 3 brands formulated and manufactured to a standard you can actually verify. Your face, your skin, and your family's daily routine deserve a formula made to the same standard the label promises. If this video changed what you will reach for tomorrow morning, hit the subscribe button right now and turn on the bell. Because next video, I am looking at the sunscreens your dermatologist actually uses and the 3 that failed independent lab testing. You will not want to miss it.